Pangolins, the world's scaliest mammals. Isn't that a striking image? Imagine an animal completely covered in scales, looking remarkably like a walking artichoke. That's the pangolin. These unique creatures are the only mammals in the world to have this kind of armor. Each scale is made of keratin, just like our fingernails and hair, but tightly packed together for protection. They overlap like roof tiles, providing an incredible defense against predators. Stick around. You're about to learn something wild. But first, tap like and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next mind. You might be surprised to learn that beneath those scales, they're actually quite soft and furry, much like a rabbit. This surprising combination of armor and fur is what makes pangolins so truly fascinating. What truly sets pangolins apart in the animal kingdom is their incredible armor. They're the only mammals completely covered in scales. These aren't just any scales, they're made of keratin, the very same protein that forms our fingernails and hair. Imagine a creature walking around with its own built-in suit of armor, crafted from the same material as your nails. Each scale is individually attached to underlying skin and muscle, offering remarkable protection against predators. The number of scales varies between species, but they can range from 100 to over 1,700, creating a truly unique and fascinating defense mechanism. These incredible scales aren't just for show, they're a pangolin's primary defense against predators and potential threats. Imagine being covered in overlapping armor plates. That's essentially what a pangolin experiences. When threatened, they curl up into an almost impenetrable ball, protecting their vulnerable underbelly. This tightly rolled form makes it incredibly difficult for even large carnivores like lions or leopards to get at them. The scales are made of keratin, the same material as our fingernails and hair, but much tougher and denser. They're strong enough to deflect bites and scratches, providing a vital layer of protection in their often precarious environments. It's truly an amazing adaptation that allows these shy creatures to survive. When a pangolin feels threatened, and these shy creatures often do, they have an incredible defense mechanism. They instinctively curl up into a tight, almost impenetrable ball. Imagine a living pine cone. Those tough, overlapping scales are incredibly strong, acting as natural armor. This protective posture shields their soft underbelly, which is much more vulnerable. It's a truly remarkable display of nature's ingenuity, a quick and effective way to ward off potential predators like lions or leopards. They remain in this curled position until the threat has passed, offering them vital time to escape. That incredible curling ability isn't just a simple reflex, it's a beautifully choreographed sequence of movements. Watch closely, and you'll notice how they tuck their head in first, then carefully roll themselves into a tight ball. It requires precise coordination between every scale and muscle. Imagine the mental calculation involved. And beyond the precision, there's real strength at play. They need to actively contract those muscles to maintain that protective sphere, showcasing a surprising agility despite their unique, armor-plated appearance. It's a testament to how evolution can produce such remarkable adaptations for survival. Take a closer look at these scales. They're truly remarkable. They're not just randomly placed, they overlap meticulously, creating a layered armor system. Think of the shingles on your roof, each one carefully positioned to protect what's underneath. That's exactly how a pangolin's scales function. This overlapping design provides exceptional protection against bites from predators and scratches from thorny vegetation as it forages through the undergrowth. It's an incredibly effective defense mechanism, allowing them to thrive in environments where other animals would be vulnerable. Just as fascinating as their armor is the way pangolins maintain it. These scales aren't permanent, they actually shed periodically, much like a snake sheds its skin. It's an incredible process. The shedding helps to remove parasites and debris that can accumulate on the scales, ensuring they remain healthy and provide optimal protection. You might occasionally find these discarded scales in areas where pangolins live. They look quite striking when separated from their owner. The incredible armor of a pangolin isn't uniform across all species, it's surprisingly variable. Take a closer look, and you'll notice that some pangolins have hundreds of scales covering their bodies, while others boast thousands. This variation in scale count contributes significantly to the overall complexity of their protective layer. Imagine trying to count every single scale. It's an almost impossible task, highlighting just how unique each individual pangolin is. It also means that different species may have slightly varying degrees of protection and flexibility, depending on this number. The incredible armor of a pangolin isn't just for protection, it also serves as excellent camouflage. You'll notice that the color of these scales can differ quite significantly depending on where they live and what species we're talking about. For example, those living in drier, sandy environments often have paler, more yellowish scales to blend with the landscape, whereas pangolins found in wetter, forested areas tend to display darker browns or reddish brown hues that help them disappear among leaf litter and tree trunks. This subtle variation is a fantastic adaptation, allowing them to evade predators like lions, hyenas, even snakes, all of whom rely on sight to hunt. These incredible scales aren't just for protection, they also seem to play a vital role in how pangolins manage their body temperature. Think of them as nature's built-in insulation. The overlapping structure creates air pockets, which can trap heat when it's cold and release it when the pangolin is trying to cool down. Researchers believe that by adjusting the way they curl up, exposing more or less scale surface area, a pangolin can subtly control its internal temperature in response to environmental changes. It's an elegant solution for animals living in varied climates, allowing them to thrive without relying heavily on behavioral adaptations like seeking shade or basking in the sun.